Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of A Quiet Place for Friends. I am Max, and I'm here with my cohort.
Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. It's Sinn0h. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Today we're going to be talking about backstabbing.
Yes, we are. This is the worst, the worst introduction we've ever done. Max, it must be like 5 a.m. in the morning for you, so you're probably just completely off your chops. It's 8
Yes,
p.m.
sir.
for me. This is not a usual recording for a podcast, but because Max can't do one next week, we're doing it right now. Backstabbing. Yes, it's something that everyone goes through in life. Okay. Whether it be your close friends, whether it be someone online, whoever. And I feel as though I don't think there's anything worse of a feeling than backstabbing. I think it's one of the worst feelings you can possibly have. I guess my personal experience with backstabbing, I guess it's important that you know that sometimes backstabbing is quite the proclamation to make, in the sense that you've really got to think, well, why did they do this to me? And whilst it's easy to just say that you did nothing wrong, I feel like it's important because sometimes I guess I've been backstabbed or whatever, and I felt like it was unjust, but when I actually thought about it, I thought about, okay, I've actually done something kind of wrong, which I can understand why they do it. So yeah, I mean, sometimes, believe it or not, it's not always them that's just randomly being a dick to you. You've got to think about, well, what made them do what they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, Max, if you have any experiences with backstabbing, go ahead and, how'd you feel? I mean, what was going through your thought process? How did you want to resolve it?
I wanted to bash my head into the wall. I haven't been backstabbed in quite a long time, other than like few very minute instances, like my brother telling on me or something. And even then, it's like stupid because we're all adults. But the last time it was really huge was way back when I joined the army. I had this girl I liked, and you'll find this with a lot of soldiers who go to the army with girlfriends. You will find that, and I didn't necessarily have a girlfriend, it's just a girl that I liked. I joined the army because of her, and then she proceeded to ignore me, and every letter I sent was unanswered, even though she told me to send her letters. Which I couldn't care less about now because I have Lulu, I have Twigs, but back then it was horrible. What a horrible time! Like,
Jesus.
Yeah,
because I mean, you went to the army, you spent years of your life there, and for that to happen, like, the sole reason why you went there was the sole reason why it stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
And that was the case for a lot of soldiers there. Like, both girls and boys were having their girlfriends and boyfriends on the other side cheat on them and break up with them and abandon them, basically. And it was horrible to watch because everyone there was like suicidal, and they have to, like, our sergeants had to give out like suicide numbers and shit like that just because it was that bad.
Yeah, Jesus. Wow. Well, yeah, and I guess the thing is that, how would you recommend, I mean, what do you have to say for any people out there that are honestly, being backstabbed at the moment? What could you...
All I can really say is just make it through it. I know it sucks ass. It is probably one of the worst. And I know you may want to be taking matter in your own hands, as if to say you want to beat the shit out of the person that backstabbed you. Please just calm down a little bit, listen to some calming music, and relax. Just, it's gonna be okay.
And
all
also,
right?
yeah, the thing is, that's our kind of motto. It's all gonna be okay, right? I mean, this is such a minute, small, insignificant, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're not obviously undermining the what you're going through if you have been backstabbed, but like, you look at this 10 years from now and you'll just be like, well, fuck them. Like, and the thing is, a lot of backstabbing, most of the time, right, occurs in about high school or middle school, right? After you, you know, the thing is, after you graduate, and the thing I found is, like, you really only keep in contact with about 1% of the 100% you had originally, right? Or you just make entirely new friends. And the thing is that once that happens, I mean, fuck him. Like, who really cares? I mean, you're gonna move on. You know that if you haven't done anything wrong, you know it's not your problem, right? It's their problem.
Yeah.
And you don't need those people that are gonna be doing that shit to you, right? But yeah, and so if you haven't done anything wrong and you genuinely feel as if that you've been backstabbed, and no true friend would do that unless you've done something shitty. And so if you know you haven't done anything bad, then you're perfectly fine. You shouldn't even give them the time, because, you know, if they were that shitty to do something like that to you. But other than that, that's pretty much that. When it comes to, like, there's no kind of distinct way to treat it in terms of the other kinds of, like, social anxiety or depression or whatever. You can't really see a doctor about that, because everyone goes through it. It's such a normal and natural thing, and the thing you'll realize is that, as I said, it's so insignificant in the grand scheme of your life, and you'll always find someone that that's in a situation worse than you, right? But backstabbing, it's something that's, like, primitive. It's something that's happened for thousands, if not millions of years. It's natural, and it sucks so much, but just understand that it's not something only you're going through, and everyone experiences their own backstabbing. I guess for my case, in a sense, I can't exactly quote something, but I suppose it's hard to think. I feel like when it comes to the YouTube community, if you're applying it to that situation, backstabbing, right, it's something that's been quite prevalent, right? You have other people backstabbing each other. I mean, Keemstar and whatever. We try not to talk about drama at all, right? Because this is obviously a place where this is for real people. But when it comes to backstabbing, I think the thing is that you need to just move on from it, and you just need to take the adult step and just move on from it, like, instead of ranting about it for months. And I mean, no one gives a fuck. So, like, just take it into your own hands. Know that you're the bigger person. You're the more adult person, and just move from it. I mean, as I said, and we'll keep repeating, it's so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and anyone that can just backstab you that was a proclaimed friend isn't a friend if they're going to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, if you guys have any kinds of experiences with being backstabbed, feel free to talk about that, and talk about your situation, because obviously everyone's situation's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much that on backstab. I feel like we could talk about a whole nother topic, right? I feel like
I want to clear up something on the backstabbing thing.
Go for it.
We are saying to not, like, start doing stupid shit because you were backstabbed, but that's not to say just take it like a bitch and do nothing about it. We're saying don't do stupid shit. Do something smart with that pain you're going through. Like, for me in the army, I took that pain and put it into working out harder and working out, more fervently, because that's all we really had to do in the army, was basically working out. And of course, shoot guns and stuff, but that already relieves stress as much as it does. But yeah, do not just take it like a bitch. Please do something smart with it. Turn it into some kind of motivation for you to do something about it. Like, let's say,
kind of like channeling that negative energy into something.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, exactly. Just do that. Like, there's an abundance of examples for this happening in movies and all that stuff. Like, go watch a superhero movie, you'll see, like, they turn it around. They always do. And that applies for real life as well. Don't think it's, I can't be a superhero, Max. I know. You can't
You're a
have
superhero in our eyes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But do your best to be like those role models.
And it also develops like your callus and stuff, and it
yeah, exactly.
really it forces you to reevaluate your values and who you are and who you want to be. And I guess what's sad is that it sucks, but it's you know, for the long run, it's a positive you could think about it. It's the sense that like you reevaluate what you've done wrong and you try to improve on those things. And
yeah, it does make you stronger. It really does.
It makes you honestly. The thing is that you're never really gonna be backstabbed by yourself, because you always have yourself, and we always have you, and everyone in the comment section always has you. But it's all about kind of converting and channeling that into something positive, right? If you've been backstabbed, if you feel like you're alone, then you think as if that you're gonna become a stronger person, right? And what tends to happen a lot of the time, it's not actually you that's done something. A lot of the time it's just friends can sometimes just be dicks some days. Like, I'm sure that, not that I know of, but Max and I maybe at some state backstabbed someone else. I mean, it's in human nature that we do that shit, right? But although I'd like to think I haven't, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I had at one point. And if you have backstabbed someone, just really think about, you know, what you're doing to that other person, right? I mean, I guess with me on YouTube, I haven't backstabbed any friends of mine, like, when it comes to... I mean, sure, there are some shitty things that people that I would consider friends have done, but I mean, like, I'm not going to make a video about that on them, unless it's Leafy or Keemstar, because they're not friends, like, they're fucking retards, but, I guess it's kind of like, and that was interesting, kind of Bionic Pig, or Aaron, who was supposed to be on the podcast, but wasn't, but he made a video talking about, well, should I backstab my friends? I mean, I have this, you know, private information I could use against them in a video, but I'm not going to do that because, you know, obviously I'm not a douchebag. Like, yeah, so, and it also, people obviously on YouTube in this community obviously are interested in making videos. Don't make videos on your friends. Like, I haven't made a video on Max, first of all, because I wouldn't. Second of all, because Max has not done anything wrong ever. I would never make a video on like Elvis or on Aaron, on Zapdie or any of those guys, or Alex. I just think they're all awesome guys, and it's natural that you make mistakes, and it's natural that people fuck up each other, but whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to really say. Do you want to read some comments? I guess.
Let's do that.
All right, let me get that up. I love how you really know something's doing well when you look up a quiet place and then it comes up with our podcast. It gives me the tingles on the YouTube search system. All right. So, some questions we're going to be answering. Okay. Let me get this up. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. This is really unprofessional. Okay.
It's all good.
I love one of the top comments in the last one said, "Stop scrolling. Yes, you. I just want to say, have a nice day/night. Love heart." Thank you so much. Has 37 likes, and the replies to that is just beautiful. It says, the first one says, "Don't tell me what to do." The second one said, "This made me smile. I hope you have a great day or night." Yeah, I love this comment section. All right, here is a statement. From a guy called A Guide to Self-Hatred, ironically.
Oh, that's a good
oh goodness.
Good viewer of mine.
It happened to me, but at the age of 23, I'm completely aware that I was bullied only because my parents never taught me how to stand up for myself. I think that is important. Like, obviously, parental guidance is extremely essential to developing you as a person, right? I mean, that's what a parent should do, and whilst you might not be able to have that direct one-on-one experience, I mean, that's what we're here for, I'd like to think. And, you know, it's nice. Someone already got to him quickly and replied to that guy saying, "That really sucks. I was bullied because of my roots. By the way, I like your channel, love heart." And the guy replies, "Hope it got better. Thanks, man." So, you guys have already got each other's backs. Yeah, ironically, he was something that a guy called Rob Bized said. He said, "I liked being bullied by everyone in high school. It made me way stronger mentally," which is true, right? It's kind of a sadistic thing to say, but nonetheless, that's true. I mean, even the replies to him, someone write ... okay. But that is true. It does. I mean, the thing is, you have no idea. Everyone's different. No one takes the same information in the same way. So some people are going to mentally react to that and build on that. But some people, obviously, a lot of the majority are just going to be distracted by that. So, yeah. Okay, here's another one. I went through my first high school being bullied until year 9. I moved to another high school because of it and saw one of the weaker, nerdier kids in my science class being picked on by one of the popular kids. I stood up for him, asked him why they were doing this, and they responded with, you're sticking up for him, you must be gay. I just smiled.
What a stupid fucking insult.
I just smiled and said, nah, and they walked away. The kid is the kid is now one of my best friends. We talk almost every day after 3 years. One of the bullies actually came up to me at one point a year later and said that it was pretty cool what I did. So that's interesting. I mean, standing up for another person is huge. And like, if you have another friend that's being backstabbed, it's important that, I mean, obviously their friends are leaving them and they need someone by their side. So if you are being backstabbed, or if you know someone that's being backstabbed, just, obviously be there for them, because that's what they need. They want a sense of belonging, and that's being robbed of them. Whatever.
Yeah, and along with the one of the bullies who came up to you saying it was good for you to do that, you'll find that a lot of the times once you all grow up, you'll find that a lot of your bullies will outgrow that shit. And like for me, in my senior year, a lot of the people who used to bully me ended up being like really good friends of mine. So just keep that in mind for the person that's bullying you.
People grow up, right?
Yeah, you just got to deal with their underdeveloped brains at the time. But once y'all are grown up, it really does get better.
Here's another comment by a guy called Delson. By the way, these are all taken from questions from the last podcast that we did about bullying. Delson says, I myself have been bullied for 7 years of my life. As soon when I was 6, I started getting bullied, and the teachers didn't even care. My father passed away the same year, and after that I have been getting neglected by my mother, favoring my sister. Gladly enough, I have my roommate and friend, my girlfriend and her parents are all supporting me. Thanks for the podcast. That warms my heart, really. I mean, that's tough, man. 7 years of bullying, losing your dad, which we send our condolences, right? Being neglected from there's nothing worse than not being a favored child, right? Yeah, we're here for you, man, and that sucks. But the fact that you've managed to, as I said, you've become strong and you've taken those negatives and you've seen the positives. You have your girlfriend, as you said, you have all these people, her parents and stuff. So we're more than appreciative of your comment. Okay, someone says, would you mind making a video on social anxiety? We'll do that another time. That's a great idea. Yeah, everyone is saying for us to do social anxieties. This is such a nice comment from Grandpappy. He says, this is honestly so fucking beautiful. Prime example of communities coming together. Love heart. I love this. Oh. Someone is actually saying, I like the little segment at the end with responding to comments. Really helped build communication with everyone. You guys are doing a great job, and I'll always look forward to reading these chats. Aww.
It is our pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you for leaving the comments, guys.
Oh my gosh, alright. Let's try to find one more. Alright. Most of my small amount of friends are moving away at this point. My best friend will be moving from Europe to Canada when we finish school. I'll be 16 in 2 days. Well, he already is 16 now because this was a week ago, but happy birthday, alright. And my other friend is moving to Germany after school too. One of my friends moved to school a week ago, and now I have only one guy in my class who I am friends with. Brackets, everyone in my class is a turd of a human. I consider you guys as my friends, as this podcast helps a lot. I play video games and read all day while not in school because I have no one to hang out with. Not that it's a big problem. I don't need I don't need to be with friends all the time, but I love the feeling of just knowing that we live close. Suck to be me right now. Plus, I'm sick. Anyway, love you guys. Keep making these. They are great. Thank you so much, Hellspawn. That was a very nice comment, and a lot of people reply to him saying some nice things. And like, I'm the same in that sense. When I'm a very personal kind of human being, I don't really enjoy that much company. I just like having a few people around.
Yeah,
So,
same.
yeah, we really get you in that case, and we hope everything's all good. But that's pretty much all we have to read. Any comments? If you guys have any more comments you want to post down below, please feel free to put them for the next podcast, or any suggestions. Is there anything you want to say, Maxi boy?
I love you.
Me or the viewers?
Both.
Thank you. Sorry, this is a bit of a shorter one. We're just both extremely tight on schedule, but we will make another podcast, we promise. Go check us out on SoundCloud. As I said, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And I think we'll wrap it up there. So, QPF's signing off.
Take care.
Toodles.